coverage. We'd love to have you.
We're about to lose our home.
I imagine Meryl Streep's barely going to be in this, but Meryl Streep, Emily Blunt, both were.
By extension, Love You. It only goes
is being able to go on a first holiday trip with you, and he loves
formula for this kind of Disney movie.
Colin Firth. So Rosie Leigh, thank you, but on this
live action, like that really took me back, and all the lighting and the music.
Oh, they're bringing all this back too.
Yeah, and
Office Disney numbers. I think yours, David, that I walked out of. I'm very much. There seems to be a little bit of a whimsy to
animation, what looks like anyway 2D animation with.
And that's kind of the point of it, because you're in Christopher in the process.
Damn.
Even though he still considers himself a big guy, he's lost a lot of weight.
How long when you did marry Poppins? Children.
Because it's not there at all, and
that
really dazzled me live.
Although what I'll give this is
I don't always love Rob Marshall's direction, so I hope that his capturing of the music
really inspiring. Here's someone who will hit us up being like, hey, I was going through a recovery process. One of the few films coming out in December.
Right before Christmas. A lot of very memorable songs and dance numbers.
Well, the most memorable dance image I got. I think it's an important story to share. Keep a lookout for that at the end of this video. People really like that movie and weren't all that good. All things considered, coming from Disney, it was
for Robin. This looks like it'll be much broader, much more expansive, much more lively. I'm excited.
But the primary audience, which are Christopher Robin presented.
The It style teaser, the original, capturing the style. There we go.
There's a lot of hype around. It actually looks really nice. Actually told me that his daughter, Rose, so rack in a new audience for people.
Yeah, I mean, those stories help others too, you know.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. You guys can subscribe to the comparison to the movie per se. I'm just talking about the box office, because the box office numbers for Christopher Robin. Got to make a trailer that can capture both the nostalgia factor. It wasn't necessarily told he'd never be able to walk again, but there's a point halfway through the trailer where it got very Disney bright, and from the images I remember, I mean, as opposed to, I keep comparing, but come on, it came out very recent. You can compare it.
Magic, the scope, the look, the feel of Mary Poppins.
I think it was smart for, and because we love your dad, and because you watch our channel, we love you too, Rosie.
Remember? I'm excited.
It's just like the mentality. It's Robin shoes. What I like about the marketing of this is they're not only showing you and everything, so it will have that Disney polish, that awesome flair that you're looking for. Because
I mean, I liked the look of what I saw here, so I hope that equal numbers.
All Stranger Ties is the best one.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Share it. He was a prostitute.
Just seeing that
and dragged a bit down the road. He ended up with.
And see what Lin-Manuel Miranda brings to this too. Like, he actually got a couple lines of dialogue in this trailer.
Yeah. I honestly can't remember why we kept most of the stuff to begin with.
Don't you remember that Kate? Who used to love us, Mother? Nothing's gone for.
Looks really delightful. Come at December. Reject Nation. Click us on Patreon, where we got full-length TV show reactions, Q&As, and kind of this gloomy look over it.
What? Dang.
It has the capability to, not just for someone like myself, grew up on the original and is really looking forward to this. Do you like John Krasinski? Comment below. Because, I don't know, just kind of sticking with the darkness element wasn't really intriguing me all that much, especially anticipating a live or die situation.
Musical numbers and stuff like that.
It looks beautiful. It really does.
Came back.
Doesn't have any like bitter feelings towards her, but unfortunately had to move like 70 miles away.
Song and dance numbers, because
You've forgotten what it's like to be a child.
Earth and Meryl Streep. And what he has to do is be good, because it looks like it has every element.
I appreciate.
You seem hardly to have aged at all.
Really? One never discusses a woman's age, Mike.
From seeing song and dance numbers from Mary Poppins, like when it mixes in the anime dark, doesn't feel like it's like, even though it has, wow,
dang.
Necessarily a flop, but it wasn't exactly like bringing in gigantic box office. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Thanks for allowing us to share what you've gone through. You guys were an inspiration and helped me out and gave us a lot of laughs switching it at the time. This looks way more enjoyable to me than that.
Yeah, and it definitely looks.
It's a good thing you come up.
Stakes, you know, some emotional weight, perhaps, but not necessarily darkness.
But yeah,
Off we go.
Whoa.
Do you wish he was in this?
Yeah, I want to give a patron of the day shout out to a man.
It is a different.
Doesn't
quote,
feel like it's
world.
going to be spinal and nerve damage plus shock.
Love flying that with mother and father.
For watching our channel, it was of Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah, and like that's
Which
cool.
is cool.
Yeah.
You're someone that he loves to rave about. Think he's most
You get the sense that it's like they are really going all out in recap.
version of the story. When I hear what you've had to go through and what you've had to overcome, of things about having limited capacity to walk, so I decided to ask.
Stands to reason.
It's stories like Bloody Fury Waterhouse.
That's right, kids.
And if I'm not mistaken, he is from the UK. Have to deal with.
It becomes kind of the center of life.
Every time one of our vids is cigarettes, and he's able to walk. So a lot of things he was told he wasn't able.
She does. She looks amazing. I mean, everybody in the cast, I think.
But
looks
even
good.
in the gloomy side of things, and it's gloomy weather.
Yeah.
Those days are long behind me.
It's just like Christopher Robin. He's been able to walk. Shards of bone lodge in his spinal column. Involuntary muscle spasms all over, and constantly in situation. You choose to live and you overcome it. So, Good Waterhouse, he told me his life story, and I really wanted to share it. And
The impossible.
who has seen Mary Poppins?
It's Christopher Robin all over again.
So you've been off filling the children's heads with stuff and nonsense.
This was some real life.
Them to do the truth of it, and that's intentional. I think this trailer has also been able to kick.
It
Wasn't
just crossed $1 billion.
yeah.
Second highest grossing movie of all time.
was-
Part of what makes the original so timeless and memorable is
At the end of this video, I want to give a very special shout out to a patron named David. I didn't. So,
spoonful of sugar,
you know,
bitch.
you got the two, this movie.
Yeah.
John grew up on Mary Poppins.
Just write everything down, but it's
I live and breathe.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, too, like, even though it has a similar jumping off point from Chris in this trailer, and now from at least where I'm sitting moments later, I'm like, all this movie.
Him.
Damn.
Because of this process, his marriage ended up kind of falling apart. So while we were talking to messages, he mentioned a couple that side of the adulthood where it's all dark and everything.
Yeah.
You will get to the point where there's musical numbers. The gloomy London weather doesn't feel like it's going to be this dark film at all.
It's just.
I don't know if you guys caught it in our reaction, but
Would have hoped I taught you better.
occasional music video did colors and the official trailer for Mary Poppins Return. You're someone who encourages me to never give up and to keep going no matter what,
Yes,
and to
yes.
have a positive. Please click that notification bell to get notified.
I was flying a kite and I got caught on a nanny.
It's gonna be a busy holiday.
All right, guys. Well, and I asked if I could, you know,
Yeah.
to get the Dick Van Dyke imagery in there. Are you someone great? I just couldn't stand it when I was watching. And you can check. Okay, I talked to him for a while, and then I come to find out his life story. It's weird when you get to know some of the people who watch your channel and
It's the new
trailer the way they did it like this, because this is not the guy in the late 20s who hasn't seen Mary Poppins and the guy in the late 20s because we just saw Christopher Robin. Weirdly enough, when it got to that part, I was like, oh, this is
Oh, yes, you too.
through motion, and I'm just gonna read from it. It said he was run over by a double-decker. Excited
That
to watch
bodes well.
this. I know a lot of you become a Patronage today.
They're all grown up and they're not kids anymore.
Children, you know.
Yeah.
And I think about it a while ago. He told me his story.
Splicing of it, you know, the way that they grew up and life is hard now.
Yeah, and we love your dad.
Like, at least again, given as much as the trailer can give you, it looks
It's easy to fall into a negative side based off circumstances, but sometimes when you're putting kids are gonna appreciate.
he, you know, does a lot of
Yeah,
Mary Poppins
yeah.
Returns teaser was, yeah. This is definitely not to dumb it.
Lay watches this channel as well,
Aww.
and that the main thing he's been looking for. Well, what do you guys think of this Mary Poppins Returns trailer? And a lot of them have insane stories, just like you, David. So thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
It's fallen to pieces since your mother.
Oh man.
That's sad.
As I would have expected
Yeah.
from a Mary Poppins Returns kind of movie. I loved
A trailer like this is a lot more appealing to kids than we think. This is kind of similar to Christopher Robin.
just a little bit, just a little bit.
Able to do, he's been able to overcome and accomplish. And yeah, from
Yeah.
the same studio. With Christopher Robin, it did have to have a holiday with his daughter. Pain, as he has an extreme kind of the gloomy side of things. The way a lot of the dialogue's being handled too is being able to. It's just like Christopher Robin.
I know.
I have the pipes.
Oh,
Through sheer determination of working through the pain,
And what it's about to be. Childhood forced to come back and remind them.
suck at being adults and they forgot what it's like to be children,
And
man.
they need some kind of whimsical.
Happy Monday, Reject Nation. Greg here.
John here.
We are going to watch that joke. You got the two audience members this movie has to cater to. Because, you know, it's like that's a really hard thing to hear bus. And got dragged up into the wheel arch. Worked with him on Into the Woods. Yeah, which is a movie.
It's just, yeah, so much brighter and so much more energetic.
Yeah.
So.
And Emily Blunt looks great.
After that.
And he-
wide capturing instead of a lot of close-up capturing of especially the song.
Do what?
There's dance numbers. There's a lot of vibrant color. A man named David Waterhouse on our Patreon. He's called David.
What brings you here after all this time? Same thing that brought
World. I wasn't expecting that because I saw the teaser trailer on my own, and then watching this, I was like,
me the first time. I've come to look after the banks.
intolerance to medication, even morphine, no longer works for him. Here we go.
Oh, cool.
There it is. And also
And that was the stuff that I just hadn't thought about from the last teaser.
with certain aids like crutches and whatever, he's lost 240 pounds.
That's a big part.
The hell out of you
Mary.
Poppins.
from the wife and daughter. He was actually.
Flop, 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 flop. Peep, peep.